Hey everybody, it's Cynthia Porter with Visit Winona, and here we are. It's weird out there right now, right? So we are really happy to be back in the saddle with Facebook Live. And if you can't quite tell from what's behind me right now, where I'm at is one of the nicest places to get a little air and a little exercise and a little social distance in Winona. Oh, that sun's bright. I'm up on Garvin Heights right now. Yeah, how's everybody doing? This is really hard, right? And, for us at Visit Winona, it's hard too. We miss having you all visiting us and planning your trips. I hope you're still planning your trips because this isn't going to last. This is just for a little while. But for right now, our plan is this. We're just going to keep enjoying Winona in a really safe way, hopefully. And we're going to tell you about places. Also, so many places are not open right now. So we're going to have a little bit of fun with this. I'm going to change it up just a little bit. And we are going to do some Facebook Lives that are just going to be, goofy stuff. I am going to learn how to do some stuff because let's face it, right? I'm bouncing off the walls. I don't know about you guys, but I was not built to be alone all day, every day. And so I think that there are ways, though, that we can entertain ourselves. There's some really smart people in Winona who I think know stuff. And so I'm hoping to tap some of those people. I'd like to feature some music. Somehow we're going to incorporate that into some live episodes. We have some fantastic musicians who are sitting around just waiting to perform for people, even if it's just virtually. Also, I have some other ideas. Like, I think there's some really great craft bartenders in Winona who are sitting around concocting amazing new inventions. And I don't know if any of you are familiar with Zoom, but Zoom, those people are going to be millionaires by the time this is over because it's a great platform for tapping in all sorts of other people electronically. It's like Skype, except you can have multiple people all in one Zoom gathering, and they have a great free version of it. And so here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that it would be a lot of fun to do some Zoom episodes with some other people. Like, I don't know. I'd love to do it with a bartender, have them teach me how to make my own cosmopolitan because I can't go sit in a bar right now and have one, right? So someone can show me how to do it. And also maybe I can learn how to do a little bit of art. Maybe there's an artist who'd walk me through some paint by numbers stuff. I think knitting, maybe I'll try knitting. I think those folks at Yarnology would probably hook me up with a little bit of a tutorial. If there's stuff that you want to know how to do, or if there's stuff that you think that you could show me how to do through some kind of a digital lesson, that'd be fun, right? Let's just find ways to entertain ourselves because, hey, this is not how we're used to operating, but I think we can get through it. Look at behind me, you guys. Here, I just stopped talking for 1 second and give you a big look. Ah, that's Winona. Yeah, it's pretty gray right now. We're not really greening up. I see the grass in my yard is trying. I have some daffodils and things that look like they're trying to poke their heads up, but for right now, it's still going to be pretty brown, I think, for a few weeks. The river is really high. We're going to walk down my favorite trail up on Garvin Heights. So if you have not been up here in a while, I'm going to give you a look back here this way also. Look at how much, well, let's see, I don't know how well you can see it.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a goat prairie. Any of you who have spent any time at Winona State University know that Carol Jefferson, a biology professor there for many years, spearheaded the clearing off and the restoration of this prairie that's right behind me. And it's absolutely spectacularly beautiful in the summer. It's probably just starting to come up. When it comes up a little more, we'll come back up here and we'll take a look around. But also over here, let's see if I can show you and not fall off the bluff, right? So back in there, see those trees? That's new. That was really all filled in with buckthorn. And I don't know if you know what buckthorn is, but I'm going to show you what that used to look like. Here, I'm going the opposite direction of my trail, but I'm just going to show you for a second because the work that they're doing is so incredible. I mean, incredible. So, all right, so you can see how that's all cleared out in there. That is that's an oak savanna. There's only about 1% of the oak savannas left in the world, and our oak savanna up here was being choked out by buckthorn. So that, see behind me, that's buckthorn. And society ladies around the turn of the century of the 1900s or 1920, they thought that this old hill up here looked too barren. So sorry about that bright sun, you guys, yikes. They thought it looked too barren, and so they wanted to make it more beautiful. So they planted, see behind me, everything behind me, that's all buckthorn. So they planted this buckthorn and also some hibiscus. And the stuff, it grows like weeds because it's just about one of the most invasive shrubs on the planet. And anyway, it didn't take very long before this entire beautiful peak of Garvin Heights was completely encrusted with buckthorn. So it was choking out all those trees. So these oak savanna trees, they usually are like those kind of sleepy hollow trees, and they're all gnarly and they grow out sideways, but they couldn't because the buckthorn was just choking them. And so that's why those trees behind me back there, back there are all pretty straight. But if you walk down this path, there's a walking path that goes from the top of this hill all the way to the bottom. We're not going to do that today. We will do it though. They built some steps into it, so it's pretty easy to navigate. And if you go down that, you can see there's some of the original oak savanna trees that are in there that look really just like they creeped out of Sleepy Hollow, but they're like gnarly branches. I've come up here when it's really misty in the morning before the sun has really burned off the fog up here, and I'm telling you, it's scary as heck. So I mean, because it's silent, it's just dead silent and really misty. I have some photos. I'll make sure we put them up like on Facebook. These photos up, it's just beautiful. But congratulations really to Winona State for taking on this project and trying to bring this bluff back. So anyway, I'm not going down the official trail that that Winona State built going down to the bottom. I'm going on a different trail. So this prairie behind me is called a goat prairie, and it's called a goat prairie because it's so steep that really goats are just about the only thing that would navigate it, goats and me. So there's this walking path that goes along, I'm skirting right along the edge of the bluffs, and here is a fun Cynthia fact. I'm afraid of heights, so I'm not gonna get really close to the edge here, but you can see I'm right along the edge of the bluff. So if you were down in the city of Winona, what I'm almost walking directly past would be Huff Street. And so when you look up from Huff Street, you're gonna see this spot that I'm walking down this path to, and it is, afraid of heights or not, it is my favorite place in Winona. It is absolutely my favorite place in Winona, barring none. So this path is not, it's not a hard path here. I'll show you a little bit. There's actually two different parts of it. There's a part over there that's a little bit easier to navigate. This is the part that I'm on right here. It's a little bit rockier. So, wear good shoes. This is certainly not going to be wheelchair accessible or stroller accessible, but for people with, an ability to have ordinary footing, it's not bad. And it's not extremely strenuous. So let's be honest. Here's the other problem I'm having. I don't know. I'm looking down, guys, so that I don't fall off the bluff, because look at how close I am to the edge right now of it. That's a little bit too close for me. So here's the other problem that I'm having is that I'm stuck in my house. So I can't go to the YMCA, which is where I was getting really most of my exercise. Okay, oh wait, look at this. I'll show you where these guys are going down here. So what's down there is a cave. It's a really small cave. It's not big, but people have done some kind of, interesting spray painting on the rocks. I don't know, they probably shouldn't do that. It gets pretty steep. Like I'm afraid to go down here. I'll show you again. So you can see that gets pretty steep right away. But I have gone down there a little bit, enough to see the cave, and it's really just kind of like, probably a bear could sleep in it or something, and it wouldn't, because there's no bears here. Okay, that's not true. There's not no bears here, but there's almost no bears here. I guess every now and then we get a stray young bear that gets pushed out of his territory farther north, and he's looking for, some place to eat ants and honey and find a girlfriend, and so he wanders down into the southeastern Minnesota area, but otherwise there's really not bears here. So look at behind me down there. That is the Woodlawn Cemetery, and trees that are all down there fill in. It's so pretty. And in fact, in the fall, this spot where I'm standing right now is just about one of the most beautiful places